This week, we are going to learn about Y. Specifically, we call this the sneaky Y, because not only can Y be a consonant like the word yo-yo at the beginning of a word, it can also be a vowel. Y likes to go and steal the long vowel sounds of E and I. So we're going to talk about that real quick. So first, Y can be a consonant and say y, like in yo-yo, or yes, or even in yell, and just yet. So it says y at the beginning of a word. Now, it can also, tricky, sometimes be a short Y in the middle of the word. And we'll specifically go over these words. It's not very common, but sometimes it can. For example, like Jim, him, or like symbol. Now again, we're not really going to focus too much on these words. I just want the students to be aware that this does occur. The big thing we're going to talk about is how Y will come in and steal the sounds of the other vowels. We can talk about the Alphabet King story, and so you can mention that to them. But for Y, it's going to be a long I at the end of a one-syllable word. So, for example, my, I. If we hear an I at the end of the word, it's going to be Y. And that is an open syllable because nothing is closing in the Y. So Y is going to say the whole long vowel sound of I. So we have words like my or cry or fly. So we can go I, which I know that I sound is actually going to be a Y. And then a word like bye. So after a one-syllable word, Y is going to make the long I sound, the long vowel sound. Now, if it's a two-syllable word, Y is going to make a long E sound. So we say the longer words. That Y will come and steal E sound and make E. So for example, the word like candy. There's two syllables, candy, or the word like, let's do sunny, or like 50. Now I'm going to show you how we decode these words as well, to see that the whole open and how we read this and to know that it's two syllables. So the first thing we do is we identify our vowel sounds. Now, I is a vowel sound, and Y in this case is a vowel sound because it's at the end of a word. And when it's at the end of the word, Y is going to be a vowel. Then we're going to mark it as a vowel, mark our bridge underneath it, and then identify our consonants. Oh, it follows that V, C, C, V pattern. So I can chop in between my consonants. Now I'm going to look at my vowels. There's an F behind it, so it's closed in. So that I says I. So this syllable is going to say fifth. Now I look at my second syllable and my vowel sound. I see a Y. There is nothing after my Y. So it is open. And when I know when vowels are open, they run away and they say their name. And in this case, because it's a two-syllable word, I know Y is going to say the long E sound. So this is an open syllable. And I'm going to pronounce this T-E. So now I can put it together and go fifth T. And that is how I can decipher these words. So Y is sneaky. It likes to steal I and E's long names and sometimes even that I. But we are going to focus on the long E and the long I. Y says I at the end of a one-syllable word. And it says E at the end of a two-syllable word. That's what we're working on. Who knew Y could be so sneaky?